Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, we managed to build this wonderful rail network, which is doing wonderful things, sort of. It is grabbing things for the rail carts that I don't need right now, which is a bit of a problem, but we can deal with that because they can be dropped off to grab whatever, whenever, however, that's fine. I would like to have... well, I'd like to change up some of this here because we definitely need more kitchens. Do things up here. We need more workshops to do some things, which might go along down here somewhere. I'm not too sure. But one thing I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to move the rest of these houses. We're going to maybe grab all of them. I'm not sure. They are still getting cake. That's the only thing they're getting is cake. Very, very slowly. So, one cake every now and then. But yeah, I think I'm going to start with moving the town. I'm going to build like another half of this town here. We'll build sort of, not really sure exactly how I want to square it off. It's I say about sort of there. Good. Something like that. Seems like a fair sort of way around. And yeah, I think let's expand this town. Okay, and there we are with some more houses laid out there. I need to remember how to count up to 8 instead of 7 for some bizarre reason, because I kept getting that wrong, as you probably saw. But yeah, that's the thought process. Obviously, this will grow back to grass, or well, when you reload the game, it becomes grass again. So that's good. Got one more house put in, but I have no houses. But we've run out of workers. Level 1 houses obviously only support 1 worker. And we have loads of level 5 ones which I've been taking down, and it's causing a problem. So I'm thinking I might upgrade all the houses here to level 2, just to give me a boost on the workers here. Level 2 houses do have a higher demand. They do want other supplies, but it's not particularly a problem. We have got a general store put in here, so we could supply it with something to get it going. I think if I upgrade all the houses, that gives me 2 people per house. So that in general will help with our supply and demand. It will also give me a nice buffer of people as well, because when we start moving the manufacturing around and doing bits and pieces, that's going to change. We're going to need more people, so we shall upgrade all of these. And I think I'll transfer one other house over as well, just to complete this area, because we've got one house missing. It looks a little bit odd. Okay, so, right, did I miss any houses? Let's have a look here. Everything is level 2. Awesome. 184 people. That seems about right. But I'm going to get rid of one of these houses down here. The little one. You can go. Goodbye. Terribly sorry, but goodbye. And instead, you're going to have to go there, and it can be upgraded. Okie. So that's our new little town built there. It does look sort of samey. I know the trees are different in certain houses, but generally everyone's got exactly the same amount of land, and it's all pretty much the same. But then if you look at suburban areas, particularly in America, they are all the same. They're all on fancy windy roads and all it was there, but every house is pretty much the same. It's all cookie cutter, done and repeated, and then people customise them how they want to look them. Yeah. I might add things like some grain in certain houses, or herbs, or things. We will unlock pear trees as well. I saw them in the list. Also saw that we ran out of apples, which is why I turned that on in our cake factory. Yeah, here we have pear trees and berries and things. So, I mean, I can plant berries in people's gardens, and a few people. Maybe I'll put it placed on a farm tile, so I can't just put it down anywhere. That's a shame. I don't really want to put farm tile, but we can unlock pear trees. So, carrots, potatoes, pear tree. Yeah. So I think perhaps putting down a pear tree in the odd house gives some variety as well. That would be good. Quite like what I've done here with the boulevard. Got a little boulevard with trees down the other side. I kind of like that idea there. Didn't carry it onto the coast, but yeah. And I put that path there to the coast just in case we do buy over here. Not that that looks as if it's any land. There's a little bit of land in that corner there. That's empty. That's all water. So, not really sure. Okay, but the town has been done, has been transferred, has been moved, and what we need now is we need, I suppose, to supply them with general goods, because I don't see our food doing anything. Why is our food not doing anything? What's happened here? Bar's not doing anything because we've run out of flour. Which, yes, we have run out of flour because this whole cart system is not working, and I had the game running whilst I was doing that to grow the trees. So, oops. Okay, so let's have a look. See here. We have milk and steak. milk, steak, and steak. Okie dokie, and more steak. Right, well, milk can be used in a kitchen to produce cheese or dairy. We need that. We need that because we need cheese. We also need cooked ham. Not sure why I made this bread one the sandwich, although wasn't that because bread isn't used in anything else? I think if I look down the whole list, I think that bread is only used in the sandwich recipe. So that makes sense. Cheese is also only used in the sandwich recipe, so we might as well turn cheese on by the looks of it. Yep. And what about cooked chicken? Is that used anywhere else? Have a look, see here. Let's turn that on just for the time being. Fruit juice, cooked chicken. Nope, cooked chicken's not used anywhere else either. Cooked chicken obviously can be sold for red coins, as can cheese for dairy. But I want it to all become the sandwich. So yeah, rather than being anything, I want it to become a sandwich. So this will make bread, it will make cheese, it will make chicken, and it will make sandwiches. So that does mean that we require multiple inputs on the same system. This is the logic that I was thinking about a while ago that wasn't really going to work all that well. Having multiple items come into the same barn. So a barn can hold 50. And we could set the logic to be above 20 or above 19, I should say, greater than or equal to 20. So when they drop off something in here, one load of trains, one rail cart will trigger to turn off. That I'm gonna do. Sorry, I'm talking away there, and let's just do it. It's easier. So we want flour. We don't want bread. We don't want cheese. We want milk. That's not going to work for that there, because you can't have multiple filters. Okay. Okay. I'm really tempted to move all of this back, give myself more options, because that would just allow the kitchens to have better suite of doing things. We're gonna move this. So let's get rid of that barn. We can get rid of that kitchen. Before I do anything else, I'm going to quickly have a look at our base to make sure, yes, we have empty slots. Not making that mistake again. And what I'm going to do is, I want to kind of keep the coal. That can go. I'm actually not all that fussed about the coal, I don't think. No, we've got no. Oh, good. Goodbye, Carl. Goodbye. I don't even know whether we'll keep the stuff that's in there or not. Move those. Okay, because we're going to completely redo this area. Because I was just about to say I want a kitchen per recipe, but I don't know if I do or not. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. I mean, we could do. There's no reason why we couldn't do a kitchen per recipe. Buildings, kitchen. How many recipes are there? Let's have a quick. Let's put down a temporary kitchen, and let's have a look. See here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 recipes. So that would be 21 kitchens, and most of them would be doing nothing. Because there's no way we're going to use all that different food. Although some of these aren't even food, are they? So how many have we got that's actually food? Let's see here. Hold on. A level 1 house wants grain flour, bread or sandwich, many different cooked things, many different raw things, and dairy. So to keep the demand up, we ideally want to supply each and every one, at least one from each of those. So they want bread, some form of cooked chicken, I suppose, a fruit of some description. I don't have any of those on easy access yet, but that's doable. And cheese is cheese. It could be cheese or butter or milk. By having all of those highlighted, it would be good. So I'm kind of concentrating on a sandwich, but maybe I could do all of it. I think because I mean, we don't have to do everything. No, I want to. I want to do everything. This is very weird. So how many recipes did I say? Sorry, and 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 recipes. 21. That's 53 tiles. Plus gaps in between. So that's a long way. That's going to be an entire line of kitchens coming right along here. I'm trying to think whether that would be a good idea to do. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not such a great idea. Okay. I do kind of want to figure out a way to deliver like the best of each type of thing. Not that there is a best of each type of thing. Obviously, sandwiches the best one for money there. I suppose meat stew or fish stew would be the best one there. Veggie stew would be the best one there, and dairy. Well, butter, cheese, or milk. I suppose do exactly the same thing because here, butter you get from just literally milk, and cheese. So cheese is technically the best one. Technically, give you the most. I do feel as if I need 21 kitchens. I really feel as if I want to give that project a go. Shall we do that? Shall we do 21 kitchens here, lined up in a row? Or maybe I could split them in two. I mean, I could have the main train track come along, go down, come back up again, and then have kitchens there, kitchens here. Let's see. Let's mark something out here. So we can start from the coast, sort of. So three, two. That's probably about as close to the track as I can get. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 kitchens. So if we had train tracks come down the centre and go back in. Getting fuel to them all would be possible. That would be okay. And I suppose no, because they need inputs and outputs. So realistically, I need all the trains to drop off at one end and then pick up on the other end, and then deliver. Oh, this is going to be a complicated mess of messiness. I think perhaps because we can do multiple recipes, that's probably the best way to go. I'm going around in circles here and rambling a bit, but yeah, I think if we had, say, this kitchen dedicated to doing the whole sandwich thing, it would just require so many different inputs, and I don't know how to get that to work, because I can't have a filter system here that says flour and yes, I can. Yes, I can. Right, I've just thought of a wonderful idea that might work for this. I am going to cut these train tracks back, and we don't want them to be quite as long as that. I want them to be 1, 2, 3, 5, please. There we go. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove those 3 logic blocks there and the sorter. Okay. And what do we need? What does this kitchen require? So if I grab a barn, put it there, and grab a kitchen and put it 3 away, because that just gives me opportunities to do stuff, options to do stuff. And this would require, so to make a sandwich, let's go with sandwich, fine sandwich, boom, tick, requires bread requires cheese, and requires item description, cooked chicken. Chicken. So where was that? There. Boom. So it requires, for inputs, it requires flour, cheese, cloth, and raw chicken. So it needs 4 inputs. So you are going to be flour. I'm completely going around in circles. You're going to be milk. You're going to be cloth. And you are going to be raw chicken. Okay. Okay. Right. And now we need to get 4 of those down there, don't we? So to do that, I would need 4 inputs of different types, but all of them would need to turn off at the correct time, which is doable with some interesting rail logic. So let's grab a rail. What I want to do is I want to that that and that. Yep. And then I want to have this one go that way. May seem a little weird, don't worry. That way. And straight. That way. And straight. And then that way. That way. Straight. Okay. Okay. We need to grab a sorter and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. An agent trigger, which will go there. A toggle and a timer. Okay, and then the agent trigger goes to the timer goes to the toggle, and the toggle will go to that one, that one, that one, and that one. So if I then do that, they'll all go off. They'll all go on. Okie dokie. You are going to be set to flour. You're going to be set to milk. You're going to be set to cloth. And you are going to be set to whatever the other one was we needed. Chicken, raw chicken. So, when a cart comes along and has flour, it will go down this track here. It will come along, and this pathing system here, he says very hopefully, will force them to turn down there. Okay, and then when he comes back again, he'll go straight, and then it'll force him to turn right. He'll turn right anyway, but it'll force him to turn right. Okay, and he'll be empty, so none of these will trigger him. Okay, and as this comes along and hits that agent trigger there, which will force it to go right or that way there, it will toggle these and turn them off because the line is in use. This does mean we might get multiple carts coming along, but our spacer here should keep that pretty clean. He says hopefully. I'm also really tempted to change this up again. And actually have the rail line come down here and go back again. So there, and then along. And then build my kitchens here instead. And my reasoning behind that is that I think that might be a better option. I could put my spacer here before the kitchens, so that if they all get blocked up here, although I can always put a spacer at the end again here as well to space them out if I want to. So might be okay. I mean, I know obviously they'll come along and grab these things here. Is gonna be instances where, I think I've said this before, the carts are just going to be filling up with these to drop off over there, and none of these will work because they require resources that aren't in gut. Yeah, that's the way this is being built at the moment. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I do also need to remove those two there and put in that one. That one. Oops. That. So they come back in. Okay. If I extend this out along there, put in the kitchens along there, that's just going to become even longer to grab that along there. Whereas if the kitchens are output into here, it can be quicker to grab and put onto this rail to drop off onto my main system. I could obviously have the rail go along here as well so that other things can be dropped off. But if I did that down there, kitchens could be down here, and then other bits and pieces could be up here. I think this works because otherwise this way I'm just going to, like for instance, to get the sandwiches, they have to come all the way down here, grab sandwiches, come all the way back again. It's a long way to travel. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to do that. That was interesting. Yeah. So I'm going to leave. Man, I don't need to leave any gap really. But I think I'll leave a. I'll get back all the way down to forest there. So literally come back like that. I'm going to leave a 5 gap, that way I can put stuff in the centre if I need to. I'm not sure what I want to put in the centre, but I could. Yeah, not sure really what I could put there, but there are options for that. So we're going to have you are going to have to be there, aren't you? Yeah, and we'll have the 4 there, and on there. No, that's fine. I can do that. There are ways to make these smaller. I think I've said this before. But right. So yeah, that one, that one, on that one. Straight. You need to be a straight. You need to go up and up, and you straight. Then want that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, and that should be correct. He says, hoping. Toggle, timer, agent trigger, and sorter. Okie dokie. That one. Okay, and we want to go. I feel this one again. Oh, I'm repeating myself here. Sorry, but I could edit this out, I suppose. I'm not going to. Nope, I'm not going to edit it out. Sorry, you're going to have to watch me do the same thing over and over. Watch it. Okie dokie. On there. Stop. Oh, right, and do that, and then remove all these. Yay! Right, and remove this here. Oh, that's exactly on line with that. I think we will have that go over and down there. I suppose. I could also have a cut off here saying that if your cart is empty, don't bother going down there because it's only drop offs. We won't do that yet. We'll leave that for a minute. Yeah, leave that for the minute. Okay, and I want to grab a kitchen and put that 1, 2, 3, like so. And I've just realised I have no way of doing coal. Why did I not do the coal thing? Where would coal want to go? Probably on the end, and then just out and along on a big conveyor like we did before. So if I put the coal there, it's as good a place as any, I suppose. Can't do anything with it yet because I only have 2 rail ties left. Yeah, we've got 2 rail ties left. And in the base, right. So you require iron. You have no iron up here whatsoever. You need to transfer the iron over, don't I? I think that should have been this episode. We should have transferred the iron over to make rail ties because the rail system cannot be expanded without the rail ties. We don't need the rail system to make the rail ties because we've got all the stuff here we need. What do we need to make rail ties? We require wooden planks and stone bricks, which we don't have a supply of yet. I would all like this to be on rails though. I like what I've done here with the conveyors, doing things. This is complete logical sense. The manual tractors can obviously now do all 4 crystals. I did not know that when I built this system, but if I had, I would have probably put 1 down instead of 4 of them. Although it may have even done that back then, and I didn't realise that. But yeah, so this system is working. You are producing. I just need to add rock to this and wood. We can make it a wooden supply, a forester somewhere. But anyway, I digress. I'm going off on one, and that's not what we need. What we need is some form of way to drop off coal. Maybe we could just instead put the barn there and have a rail stop there. Okay, you are for coal. Coal. Oh, thank you. Okay. Do that for the minute because we've only got the one. This has to have 4 outputs, however, which is going to be interesting, and it needs to be filtered as well. So, on top we need flour, we need milk, and cloth, and chicken. There we go. Right, okie dokie. This also needs to be logic controlled for bits and pieces as well as this. So let's very quickly do that, shall we? Let's do a detector block, not a spectre block, a inventory sensor, which can go. Even matter. I need 4 of them for those. If I put them there, then they can be lined up to those things there. That would make sense. They then need counter blocks, and that's it. And then you require just an inventory sensor there and a counter block, don't you? Math blocks. Right. So if I do math block, and then we do 1 there He moves that. I don't think I like that. Might move it to be along the sides. I'm not sure. But anyway, this needs to be set to greater than or equal to 20 and not linked. They all need to be exactly the same. Before I was using just greater than, and now I'm using greater than and equal to. That basically means that before if it was greater than 150, it would stop. So as soon as it hits 151, it would stop. Greater than or equal to means that as soon as it hits 20, it will stop. So, and you are going to be there. You there. There. You are going to be there. You are going to be flour. You are going to be milk. You are going to be cloth. And you are going to be chicken. Okay. Yep. And you fine to that. Now I need multiple math blocks here, because if I just assign it to one center one, as soon as any of these are true, it will fail these, and that's not what you want. So that wants to link to our flour, which is here, isn't it? So that one, and we'll also link it to the other one as well. That's not ideal. I would like to figure that out between the two of them, but you're going to go to our milk. Milk is the pasture over here somewhere. Milk is the first one, so that goes to that bool function there. Remembering these bool functions are set up as AND gates, so they need true on every statement. And I just realised, I think that was wrong. That was less than, wasn't it? Yeah, we need to use less than, don't we? Yes, because it's an AND statement. Oh, so I got that. Oh dear. But don't link to that. Oh, yeah, that should be less than or equal to. So if it's 20 or less, it will say true. So it will turn it on. This is what we want. That means that when one cart drops off, it will be at 20 and it will turn that off. So one cart comes along, drops off into there, and it turns that off, so that's at 20. But it can take 50, so that means that another cart and a half could come along and filter that, and that would be fine. Absolutely. You're going to be set to 150. 3 lumps. You are going to be that one. Your filter is going to be coal. You'll stick to that, and then you are set to that. Okay, and I didn't link the rest of these up, did I? What? Why are they all linked to that trigger there? Oh no, you're linked to those two there, that's fine. Right, that's fine. You're... okay. So it's working now. Okay, something went wrong there. You're linked to those two, you're linked to that one. You need to be linked to cloth, we don't have cloth yet. And you need to be linked to chicken, which is there. And I need to toggle the chicken on? Yes. Why is that still off? Because that should be true, shouldn't they? I'm not sure why. It's not triggering because it has no no resources in it yet. So it hasn't triggered this ball yet, because this is just empty. As soon as it gets a resource in it, it will trigger one of these sensors. So, at least in theory, I think. I don't know. Let's find out whether this system works, shall we? There is our milk, which is going to come along first. We do have beef as well, which is going nowhere. It will go somewhere eventually. Okay. You go down there. Awesome. You have toggled that. Turn that off. And there we go. And now they're all toggled off, so I need to change that. Right. And, right. Our first beef cart's going nowhere. You're going, and you're going to go, yes, I need to get coal. Because we've run out of coal. You will get a shortcut along there. I can move the shortcut to here if I wanted to. I think I will do. And you will then drop off your coal. Awesome. That's firing over and over again because the coal is now triggering out, which is fine. That's going to the kitchen, which won't do anything because the kitchen has no recipes with it. Okay, you get timed out, then you go and grab more coal. Our second milk float comes along, and now here we go. Right, you should turn off. Yes, you do. You've turned off all of those there, and you should trigger them back on again. Awesome. Right. But now that has 20 milk in it, which has just confused me because I thought each rail cart carried 20, not 10. Unless they only had 10 in at the time. Okay. So anyway, that is less than or equal to, so that's going to say true to our milk. Yeah, I think that's going to say true to our milk. That means all these want to be less than statements, not less than or equal to. Yeah, because I want it to be false as soon as one cartload drops off. So, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I really want to empty this beef out. I think that might have to be a temporary one there with just beef in it, just to get it out the system, out the way. Okay, there you go. So we're going to have a couple of carts now which will be empty of things. Okay, you're up to 22, right. Aha, right, what's going on up here? You've got beef in you still, so and all that. You've got beef in you and all that. I think all of our carts are going to... He bounced back. Why did he bounce back? I think he bounced back because it's on Agent Enter and he got stopped by another block. Maybe if I set them to Agent X and then set the trigger quite low. No, we'll just leave it as is. It doesn't matter that he bounced back down. That does not matter. Not important. Right, you went around and went to pick up milk, but there was none. You went to pick up beef when beef should have been disabled. Right, let's toggle that, make sure beef is disabled. Okay. You don't want to go down anything else, which is fine. I'm not sure why you didn't go down the chicken one though. That should be set to true. Manually turn it on. Did I accidentally turn on the beef one by mistake? Or are you... You're not for the chicken, no, you've only got milk in you. Right, the milk is above 20. So therefore milk should be disabled. Which it looks as if it is. And if I toggle that, yep, it doesn't matter. It's turned that off because that is a false reading. Which is awesome. Okay. Now we need to figure out why these are false. So you're empty. Okay. You should trigger that. Yep. And then you're going to grab food. Animal food. Awesome. And you're going to drop off your beef. There we go. Now we have minecarts going here. This is getting close to its trigger point. I think that cart will do the trigger point. So that means we're going to get one cart, and then these carried on because this is now false. So, yep, awesome sauce. That doesn't have any coal in it, however, so that didn't work anyway. But there we go. Right, we'll turn the cart back on. That's fine. Ignore that. Right. So I believe the system is working. I've just noticed this episode has gone on for a very long time, and this has gone wrong on the beef again. Why is this going wrong on the beef? That should have been toggled. But false. You're... Okay, there's a problem here. I accidentally linked the toggle to that rather than to ball function. There we go, right. I haven't done that anywhere else, have I? No, that's why that one. That's why that was triggering when a cart was in whichever mode with it. So, yes. Lucky it didn't pick up any beef, which is interesting. I would have thought they would have done. They didn't. They also went down to check some chicken. Couldn't get any chicken because there was no chicken. That's fine. We are going to need a bit of logic for our animal feed. Okay, so you're going to send the animal feed down here, and that's going to go to there. And I'm going to turn off that, and that triggered again as well. So you picked up beef. Didn't want that. You are false. There you go. So it doesn't matter. So you're not triggering that. Can't go down there. You want to go down there and grab chicken, but there is no chicken. That's fine. All right. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn off the leather as well. I'm going to leave the wool on because we will want wool. I'm going to turn the eggs off. Okay. So you are producing milk. Which is going into there, isn't getting picked up because we have no empty carts coming along to this. Need to find some way to switch these around. You're an empty cart, and oh, you picked up chicken. Awesome, right? Okay. But the milk is above 25, so we're not triggering the milk anyway. Even if there was an empty cart coming along, that would not trigger any milk at all there. Not sure how those two have got so close together. interesting. Right, okay. So I also need logic here for the animal feed. I need to say, if you're full, turn off that. If you're full, turn off that. If you're full, turn off that. If all three of them are full, then turn off these two. But I also need to figure out a way to trigger these two with, I think someone mentioned counter blocks might be an idea. So when a cart goes over here, it triggers one, and then that's false. And then when it goes over here, it sets it back to 0, and that's true. I'm thinking I might be able to do that easier than that. If I put an agent trigger, oh dear. Right. Let's put an agent trigger on each of those. So let's put a toggle. Hold on. That one and that one both need to feed the same. One there and one there. Okay. And we say you are to toggle that, you are to toggle that, and you are to toggle that. Okay. You are to do that one. Oh, hold on. Yep, that's fine. One. You are to do that one, then you are to do that one. If I turn them on, then what should happen is this cut here will trigger this, and that's true. Okay. And now that's been triggered, that's set that to true, which does that there. So next time a cart comes along, that will toggle that, and that will set that to false, which will turn off this one here. And that will not be turned back to true until this one is toggled by a cart going down here. That will do that one, that one, that one, that one, and it's exactly the same with the feed as well. It says hopefully, I'm not sure. So you go down there, boom. You toggle that, you come back, and you are set to false. So you now can't push down there at all. So do we have another empty minecart coming? We do. You should not be able to toggle this. You should not be able to go down there. You can't. Awesome. Right, but you can go down that one. That's fine. You will go down this one, I believe. Yes, you will. Okay. And now that has toggled this one here, which has turned that back on. You see, so that works. That works. Very, very simple system there. Took a couple of carts to get it triggered, but working. Right. So we now have a rail cart full of flour and a rail cart full of animal feed. That also works quite well here, because then once it grabs one there, the next one in line for an empty cart is technically flour, so it will grab animal feed, flour, animal feed, flour, then back again. All the empty carts will go that one, that one, that one, that one. We'll read from right to left. Okay, you got chicken in you, that's good. You aren't going to toggle that because reasons. You didn't dump your animal feed anywhere, but that makes sense because we have no animal feed there. You are now at 20 flour, which means technically our whole flour system should be disabled. We're dropping off there, so let's find out. Right, here we go. Here comes a bit of chicken. You're going to grab animal feed, that's fine. Next empty rail cart, right? that should not trigger because that is false. Here we go. That should not trigger because that is false. Anyway, that should trigger, so you will grab that. Right, and now you've turned on that one again. Damn it. And unfortunately, because 2 carts got down there, it double triggered that, which turns that one back on again. That's a hiccup. This is never going to get used, this bomb, but looks fit. You're going to go down there, grab the animal feed. Yeah, I need a shortcut for the animal feed, don't I? I need to build a second line here. This episode's gone on for a really long time, but I'm just don't have any rails left. Of course. Damn it. Okay, we'll do that. And what I'll do is I'll build a train here. I think we'll move this one to here, and then that one can become the animal feed. If you've got animal feed, you can just shortcut all this because there's no point going around it. Okay. Right now we're just feeding the very first barn, I think. This seems to be how it's working. But it will feed other ones as these fill up, and as this fills up, and as this goes, and bits and pieces, blah blah blah. That will work. There's obviously got no cloth in there at the moment. That's not triggering anything cloth-wise. But technically, our yeah, you didn't trigger because that's false. So if I tick that anyway, that still won't trigger because that is false. Very confused why both of these went down there. See, because we're getting 2 carts together in places, it's still caused problem. We need another one of those spaces up here at the other end of the track after all the pickups from there, because the pickups are so close together. They're going down, come back up again, and getting together quite early. I mean, obviously you skip that one and go to that one, which is fine. So you'll end up back at roughly the same sort of speed apart. But of course, you've gone around there, so now they're very close together. So that doesn't particularly help. Yeah, we need a spacer there. That's fine. That's going to be through, which means you should probably go down this one. Yes, you will. Right. That won't trigger, that won't trigger. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to leave this episode here. I know I'm in the middle of kind of doing something, but I will happily carry on playing for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I don't particularly want to split episodes. Like, I don't want to do one big recording session. I tend to record episodes like 2 days in advance because the way updates are coming out at the moment. I want to keep as fresh as I can on the latest update. And if I record like a whole week in one go, by the time the episodes come out, there might be 3 new versions of the game. So, yeah. But anyway, this is working. We need a bit more logic to get this going here. Logic is becoming my life at the moment. I'm fine with that. So, next episode, we shall set rail ties up and get them working again so we can play with more things here. And we will hopefully also get this working as well, this kitchen working. And we'll extend this out and get things going here. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.